That's all that matters.
That's all I know. So with that being said, I kind of told Fabo that I was going to be out here with you. But look, when he comes, don't...
Amara is the kind of friend who will try to convince you to stay in a relationship that's clearly not right for you, just because she's staying in hers. Watching her conversation with Shay, it was obvious she wasn't coming from a place of true concern.
This entire trip has thrown me for the loop. I had written Alan off, but here we are, together and enjoying each other's presence. So it got me thinking, if I can forgive my baby daddy, hopefully Shay can forgive hers too. And it will finally get her off my back about getting back with Alan again.
Hey, Shay.
Hi, pretty.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
What's up, man?
Look, I've had some time to cool off after all the bull. I know you're trying to be protective, but I just felt that was a lot.
We have a very toxic friendship.
Yeah, I know. Everything about us is toxic. Our friendship is toxic. Our men are toxic. Our relationships are toxic.
We're in Curacao. How the did Alan pop up in Curacao?
Shay, well, I didn't expect to see MJ here either.
It's like it's a trigger with Alan because of the history with my mom and my brothers and you both. I just love my friend. I just want you to tell Alan, I apologize. It will never happen again. But I feel like the problem why situations haven't moved forward with MJ and Alan and you and Alan, honestly, is because there's no honesty in the situation.
But MJ, it's already been 4 or 5 years. Let it go.
It's been 4 or 5 years and it's still lie after lie.
Okay, but MJ and Alan had a conversation, but a lot of that he was saying was bull. That's why I'm really believing his egos.
Maybe you should talk to him.
And I am going to have a one-on-one conversation with him. I thought that MJ and I could be friends again. But I can't have MJ starting fights over me. And I will take care of this before the trip is over. Enough is enough. When I saw Gael being all up on Fabo, I was like, bitch, you and I got to talk, but what's up with this bitch? She said that she invited him over here because they've been...
Girl.
I don't know what is going on. Either she's a liar.
She never had sex with Fabo.
Just like Flo, they're just trying to get under her skin. Child, please.
I don't care. As far as Fabo, it just wasn't the right time for he and I to have a conversation.
Well, listen, if he loves you and he's trying at least to show you, give him a chance. At the end of the day, that's the father of your child, and I know that no matter what, you love that man.
I do.
I'm going through it myself, but I refuse to give up as long as he's still putting effort in trying to be with me.
When it comes to Alan, that situation with that lady, is that over?
The wife?
Whatever she is that done?
They've never lived together in the same household.
Wow.
But all I know is that he's here, and we have 2 kids together. And he's talking about resolving our situation to get our family together.
Well, that's all that matters.
That's all I know. So with that being said, I kind of told Fabo that I was going to be out here with you. But look, when he comes, don't scream.
Huh?
You can't go head to head on him. Like, sometimes we got to learn how to...
Right.
Hi, Fabo.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, thank you for coming.
So you're the mediator today?
Yes, you see, I come in white like a fairy. Oh, look at you. You guys even laugh at the same time and everything. Isn't that cute? Shay must be in her soft girl era, and she must be open to listening. And at the end of the day, one thing I know for a fact is that this woman loves you, and vice versa. Y'all have a beautiful daughter together, and I know that you did not take this trip all the way over here if you didn't care about her. How can we save this? What is the problem? What do you feel the problem is?
Her ways.
Explain.
Her attitude.
She wasn't like that before?
No.
How was she before? Tell me about
the woman I fell in love with.
Tell me how she was. Tell me that woman you fell in love with. How was she?
Respectful.
Okay.
Kind, listen. All of that out the window. And I understand. Maybe it's because of what happened.
Okay. I like that.
That's understanding.
How can we press reset? Would you be willing to do that?
Completely. That's why I come. You know, I up. There's a lot of things that happen.
Okay.
That when she was pregnant, I say some stuff that I definitely regret that I shouldn't have said.
He told me twice to have an abortion. I said, I'm having my baby. When I asked him why, he said, because such and such died and I got a lot on my plate. Never mentioned a bitch that he'd been playing for years. He had bitches in her car, had sex with me and multiple other hoes.
Why did you ask Shay to have an abortion?
That we not talk about either, and that are the past. That happened over 3 years ago. We did go through some things at the time, and me not feel away there. That was wrong for say it, and me don't talk about that already.
He's a liar, a manipulator. He creates these narratives that don't exist. Let's talk about the night we got pregnant. He went around telling mother I opened the door, butt-ass naked, and said, take me now, get me pregnant. You lying piece of You think it's funny, so that's why I'm trying to end it
now because I already tell you how I feel and she's still tripping, so what do you think I'm gonna go with it? I'm done with it. She can feel how she wanna feel.
Bitch ass. Move! Move, you bitch!
Fine.
You come with no money, you come with nothing, nothing at all, and you here me for what? Bitch.
No, get my phone.
Bitch. Bitch.
Why would you do that?
We're done. It's over. He never wanted his family. He never wanted me.
Oh, wow.
I have nothing
Sometimes
else
you just
to
need to
say.
hear your partner out.
I'm fine.
Sit down,
I'm
Shay.
fine.
I feel for Shay for what she's been through with Fabo. But at the same time, as someone who is also trying to save my family, it's important for Fabo and Shay to communicate. So I'm not giving up just yet.
I tried, didn't I?
Let me ask you this, because I feel like you're super close. You don't feel that Shay has been and has a lot of traumas to deal with?
Yeah.
Okay,
I know.
that's progress. That's progress. I know that Shay has a really strong temper. I just don't want you to close off 100%. Leave me at least 2% to try to keep your family. Because I can feel the love between you guys.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that she's in love with you. So, you know what to do.
I'm gonna change everything. I want to have my family, that's it.
But from wanting company in her own mess. It's giving. If I'm settling, you should too. Shay deserves so much better. From flavor of love to now. She's been fighting for love that uplifts her, not love that tears her down or makes her question her worth. And every time she runs into Fabo, her energy shifts, like she's holding in years of frustration that just keep bubbling over. The moment he speaks, she's already yelling, and honestly, it's understandable. This man has not shown up in a way that says he truly values her. And now we're hearing he's not even officially divorced? That's wild. Amara trying to explain away his situation like they're not in the same household is not the flex she thinks it is. The first step should have been a divorce, period. There's no excuse for entertaining a man still legally tied to another woman. And Shay doesn't need to be pressured into being anyone's second option, especially not by someone who's clearly wearing a wedding dress in her imagination. This whole thing reeks of generational trauma. Amara might be repeating the same patterns her mother went through, getting involved with unavailable men, brushing over red flags, and calling it love. But Shay doesn't have to follow that path. Shay, if you're listening, don't go back. You've seen all the signs. You've felt the disrespect. It's time to stop fighting for people who won't fight for you. You deserve real love, the kind that doesn't come with excuses or extra baggage.